Hello, welcome back to CrossTalk podcast. I'm Tomoya.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
So, what kind of episode are we going to talk today?
I think we're talking about you.
Yep. That's
We're not talking
right.
about me.
So, we mentioned our new business, my new business.
Right. In the last episode, we talked about the fact that Tomoya has a dog-related business.
Yes. We make multiple items, dog treats and some small items.
Right.
For dog owners. And Anderson helped me a lot.
Thank you for saying that.
And then things got busier. But, I make stuff with using 3D printers.
Okay, right. So we do handmade dog treats and then 3D printed items.
Right.
Yes.
So I want to talk about this,
Okay.
3D printing and behind this business.
Okay.
And what actually I'm doing
All right.
with it.
Okay.
Okay. So the 3D printing is kind of fun. I just got a cheap 3D printer in last year.
Yeah.
And it was really fun to use a new toy and that actually make money.
Okay.
These 3D printed items that I made was, simply, these are plastic items.
Okay. Yeah.
And I designed it with 3D CAD system,
Okay.
3D modeling software.
CAD is computer-aided drafting, but it's not drafting, it's design, right? Computer-aided design. Okay.
Right. These are kind of it's not handmade.
Okay, not technically, right?
Technically not
right.
handmade.
It's made by a machine.
Yeah. But I created.
Right, you create the data and the design for it, for the machine to make the thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not a 3D designer, but I'm kind of thinking, am I a 3D printing machine operator?
I would say designer.
Designer?
But designer just indicates that you only do design. You don't actually make any product. But you're actually making the product too.
And
So maybe like designer and creator,
designer and creator.
but not handcraft, because handcraft implies that you're making things by hand. And
right,
you're
right,
not
right.
making it by hand, you're making it by machine.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very tricky, actually.
It is. Some people sell very cute stuff
Yeah.
at the venues, and they say they're handmade artist or something,
Right.
right? And I'm looking back myself. I am not a handmade artist,
Right.
nor 3D machine operator,
Right. Not just an operator, right?
It is, and this process require machine maintenance.
Right. You have to know how to, maintenance the machines and keep everything running in good order. So there's a very mechanical aspect to it as well as not just being creative, right?
So
Which is why I don't do it, because I'm not a machine person. I can do creative stuff, but I'm like more handicraft
yes.
stuff, I think.
And things gets a little bit complicated because we sell food and the dog treats, and these kind of toys, accessories, made by the machine,
right?
And I'm wondering what the job title do I have?
That's tricky, right? It's tricky. I mean, even just doing a kaiwa, it's like, am I a teacher? A teacher implies like you're with a huge group of students, like 40 students, which I do that also, but I'm more like one-on-one personal trainer for English. So, but I'm not really a trainer. It's not a formal thing. It's not like a formal plan that I have. It's very individualized depending on the student and what they need and their level. So I would just say I'm a tutor.
Yes.
Teacher/tutor. But yeah, like nothing really fits an exact mold, right?
Right. And also you are the freelancer.
Yeah, I also do translation work and interpreting. So, yeah, I'm doing some projects this weekend actually with that. So.
Okay. So we have multiple roles, and you can't decide one single job title for you.
Right.
Right. So, if sometimes someone asked me, "Oh, what do you do?" I'm just saying, making stuff. I'm a self-employed.
Right. Which sounds like kind of vague. It doesn't really hit the nail on the head, right? It doesn't really clearly express what you're doing. Yeah.
Right.
The same. Like if I say I'm an eikaiwa teacher, people think, oh, you work at Nova or something, or oh, you work at Eon. But I don't. I've never worked at that kind of systemized school, I guess.
Yeah. I think many of the listeners have these kind of a situation.
Yeah, actually, I think a lot of our listeners, the few people that I have made contact with, a lot of people are very creative and have, like, everyone has different kinds of jobs, right? We have a huge range of people doing different jobs, but a lot of people that listen to us are creative people. And so I kind of think, yeah, they don't just fit one mold, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
People have multiple skill sets.
Yes.
And to make money. So
yes. And just, yeah, like what they can do, what they want to do. But also people change. Like we have changed too. You start making, like even some handcrafters, I know they make one thing, but then you get bored of making the same thing after, 2, 3, 4 years. So you change and make different things or different styles of things.
Oh, yes.
So people do change also. So
yes.
one name doesn't always fit one person's job, and sometimes it changes.
Right.
Yeah. So, what would you call yourself in the end? What do you want to call yourself?
Oh man, that's hard to decide. I don't know. I'm not even a podcaster, right?
Well, we are though.
We are technically, but
Yeah, I think we're podcasters, but that's not all we do.
right. This is just a part of our life.
But actually, like I listen to a lot of professional podcasters from America because I want to listen to news and stuff when I'm driving. All of them do other things too. All of the professional podcasters, they all have other jobs that are considered their quote unquote main job, and then they do podcasting as an extension of that, or as kind of a side to what they do for their main work. So yes, I think we're podcasters.
Yeah. Okay.
I consider us to be podcasters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that makes me kind of confused because now I have a podcaster title and 3D modeling artist, 3D artist. I don't know. And food vendor, dog treats vendor. I have many things to do.
Plus you run this eikaiwa school too.
Well, that's the easy part.
Is it?
I mean, it's mostly you teach students.
I just teach. I'm not running the business. I'm just teaching. I just come teach. I go home.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
I think some of the listener might thought our business is bigger than what we thought. What
it looks like.
What it looks like. Yes.
Okay.
But it's not. We are just individual people.
Yeah, just two of us, and then we're doing multiple things each.
Right,
so
right.
We're always busy, but it's not just one thing. It's several things mashed together.
Right. I wish I had one single strong business.
Yeah, I mean, I think that way too, because you could be more efficient. But at the same time, like doing the same thing gets boring. I like to change it up a little bit. So I'm okay.
Okay.
It's just a matter of like, can you keep up with the work is the question.
Right.
Yeah. That's really the only issue for me.
I'm keeping up these kind of multiple tasks and, it's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I think the point here is that like people like us who are freelancers, just one label doesn't fit you.
Right.
So depending on who you're talking to, depending on who I'm talking to, I say, oh, I'm a teacher, or I co-own an English school, or I'm a freelancer. So it changes depending on who I'm talking to and like who's asking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And I should be honest about my business a little bit more because when the COVID hit Japan, we struggled a lot.
We did struggle a lot, actually.
And actually, I did some gig works you know, during this time of period.
Yeah, I did gig work also. Yeah.
Like food delivery and, you know, delivering some stuff.
Yeah, I did cheap online eikaiwa.
And then I did some client works, you know. These are okay, you know, just, you know,
temporary
works, and it helped our business, and didn't have a choice.
Yeah, I think the same for a lot of people. Like that's when a lot of people started doing gig work, is around the pandemic or during the pandemic. Lots of people started doing delivery work or food delivery or online sales or online something, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, it really changed the way people work. Yeah.
Now is the era of you have multiple jobs or roles, you know, and you have multiple skill sets.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
But it is hard.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, so how about you guys? I think we've determined that like neither Tomoya nor I really fit one job title. We kind of work across different fields sometimes. But how about you guys? Do you have one job title, or do many of you do several things like we do? Let us know. I'm interested to find out.
Send your message through our website or social media.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd like to know more about our listeners.
Yes. Okay, that's all for this episode.
All right, be sure to catch our next episode. This is CrossTalk, bringing you English your way every week.
Keep listening and keep shining.
Bye.